Hari, I'm in.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hari,
Ramakrishna, are you able to hear?
Yeah.
You are
I'm
at home?
connecting with my mobile phone.
Okay.
But
Okay. So who is home, right? Home, you already, Victoria Johnson. So Victoria, you already installed the Linux OS, right? You can share your screen. Victoria? Victoria, there? Home?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can share your screen home.
Okay.
Can you minimize this? Yeah, request element control, right? So close this. Yeah, close everything. Yeah. Now you can open OEVM Oracle Virtual Machine. Open, right? Then you can start the interface.
Hi, Hari. So today you are going to which topic? I think so.
User administration,
topic?
right? I already tell you, right?
Sorry?
User administration, Anand.
Okay. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. So what is the password? You can enter the password home, PO.
Okay. Let me enter it. I think I use CentOS 7 for password and root
Yeah,
1980 1980.
Okay. You can type the password and hit enter.
Okay.
No, login as a root first. Yeah, login as a root. Hit enter. No. So username is root only. Username is root only.
Yeah, I created it myself. Like I installed it later on, and I tried to change the. Actually, I'm just confused, man. I can't remember what I used to do that, but let me just hold on. Give me a second. Localhost. I wouldn't have made this mistake.
Hari, if we forgot the password, is it possible to reset?
That is another good question.
Yes. There is a way.
How do you reset? So I can reset this immediately if that's the case.
Yeah, I will do that. So what you can do is something like no. Wait.
Okay. Let me reset it now, right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
After open, you can press the space bar, okay?
Okay.
1 second. I will do it. You guys can. E for edit. So go to line number Linux 16, and this Linux 16 end button, right? So this is the end. So what you can do is go to it and line number 16. The line number 16 there is a RO, right? So root after can remove RO and add RW, then init equal to slash sysroot slash bin slash bin bash or bin sh. In sh, then control X. So it to start into the single user mode, yes. Then ch root sys root. So now access the system with this command. Reset the password. What is the command? Pass WD. Pass WD is the command to reset the password. So which user? Root user. So what is the password? Red hat. I changed it to red hat. Red hat. Yeah, password authentication updated successfully. Then touch slash dot auto reliable auto reliable exit, then reboot. Exit, then reboot. So what is the password we set? Red hat. Guys, now you wrote, now you understood? I pasted in the chat how we can proceed. You guys can practice.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the username, guys? Root is the username. Password is just red hat. Wow, you can go. You can remember what is the password? Just red hat. Root red hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it is logging. Okay.
All right.
IP space here. What is the IP address? Unit 0. So I'm shutdowning your machine. Then I need to add network settings, network. We need to add the bridge because of we want to connect out from the out adapter host only, then host only. Okay, now start the machine. What is the password, Pau?
Password is root and red hat.
No, root username is root, password is red hat.
Yeah.
Username is, what is the username? Root. Password is just red hat. You can remember. Okay, Pau? I understood,
Yeah.
right? Username
Mm.
is root, password is red hat. You can remember. Root. What is the password? Red hat. Yeah, IP space. Yeah, the IP address is set for 192.168.56.101. So now I'm connecting through putty. You already installed the putty, right, Pau?
No.
There is no putty. Okay, no worries. I will install the putty.
Okay.
Putty download. This is the URL. This is the download option. Now I can install this putty. Open a file. Next. Next. Install. Yeah, you can select S.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and finish. So what is the IP address you have? 192.168.56.101. Yeah, now I'm using as a putty. What is the IP address? 192 dot, so 168.56.101. Accept. Root. Red hat. Password is red hat. So right, I want to change the font size. How to change the font size? Go to change settings, then appearance, then change. Let's change the font size. Then apply. Yeah. Guys, now you able to see, right? Guys,
Yeah.
now you able to see or not? Yes, right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you are connecting something like POW is connected the server. So for example, this server is located in India, but he connected from US. So connected from US. POW, you understood, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now I'm sharing my screen to you guys. You can stop sharing.
Okay. You want to start it?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen to you guys. So please let me know are you able to see my screen or not. Able to see, right, guys?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, yes.
I mean, were you able to send those videos you said I was gonna watch? Because I checked it, I didn't say.
Yeah. So I already shared the channel, right? If you guys want to see, you can see it from here, or you can see it from the drive also. Okay. This is October batch. I'm checking this, right? We want this. Yeah, guys. So yesterday I already told you, right, guys? So we have a two types of users, right, guys? So we have a two types of users. One is user administration. The user administration. So users can be two types. So admin users and non-admin users. Non-admin users are a normal users. So what is the admin user for the Linux, guys? What is the admin user for Linux? Guys, what is the admin user in Linux?
Root
Who is
user.
the yes,
It's root.
root user is the admin user or super user. So root can do anything, right? Root can do anything. So normal user, something like so normal user is nothing but a non-admin user. Normal users are so normal users having some certain of permissions. What are the normal users? Hari is a normal user. Pov is a normal user. Pride is a normal user. Patrick, Patrick is the normal user. Victoria is a normal user. Something like Vanilio are also a normal user. So Ramakrishna also a normal user. So these all are the normal users, guys. So root user is the admin user. So users can be users. Yeah. So user administration. So all users UID GUID starts from 1000 by default. All UID GID. So UID is nothing but a user ID. What is that? UID is nothing but a user ID. So UID, user unique identification. So unique identification number UID. So group identification number, something like UID, GID, user ID, group ID. So all users UID, GID starts from by 1000 default. So UID, GID is something like how many users we can create? We can create 60,000 users. So we can create 60,000 users in the Linux machine. So from zero, so root UID or root is the first user. That user ID is UID user. Root user is the first user for Linux OS. So first user. So root user UID. UID is So 0 to 999, system itself uses. System itself uses. So from 1000 to 60,000, all the general users. From 60,000, 10,000 to from 1000 to 60,000, all are general users. So root user UID is 0. Our normal users UID starts from UID and GIDs. GIDs starts from 1000 by default. By default, something like the first user is Hari. So Hari user having a 1000 UID. So how much the POW is? Second user. The second user is something like a 1000. What is the UID, guys? 1001. Something like a pride. Pride is the third user. Something like 1002. And so on. So how many users we can create? For example, Ramakrishna is a 60 user. 60,000 users. Something like so 60,000 users. So all normal users JID, UID starts from 1000. UID is nothing but a unique queue identification number. So 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and so on 60,000. We can create. So 60,000 users in the Linux machine. Administrator is a admin user is the root user. Root users. So root users UID is 0. So because of root user is the first user for the Linux administration. So in the Linux OS, something like a 0 to 999 system itself uses something like we are installing the SSH service, SSHD service, HTTPD service, FTP service. So these services having the 0 to something like 1 to 999 UIDs. These all are the system related. System itself uses from 1000 onwards. The normal user accounts will create. So for example, so how many users we can connect at a time one server? For example, so this is the server, this is the data center. So in this data center, this is the server we are connecting. So we want to connect this server. So how many people are connecting at a time? You can connect 60,000 users, 60,000 users you can connect at a time by using the SSH protocol. By using the SSH protocol. So we can work on 60,000 people. This is nothing but a multi-user operating system. Multi-user operating system. Guys, now you understood? Guys, understood or not?
Yes, yes.
That's right. So how many users
Yeah.
can? So how many users we can connect?
Number of
As much as
yeah,
up to
multiple
60,000.
So 60,000 users. So we can connect. 60,000 users we can connect. Still develop particular directory letters as pictures creators. There is no There is no daily deployments in tomorrow due to holiday. One second, guys. Someone is
Hello.
hello. One second. One second. Shabar. Users are created. How many users, guys? We can create
Up to 60. Okay.
60,000 users. Yes. 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 Yeah. How many users we can create? 60,000 users. So users UID is nothing but a unique identification number is unique identification number is 1,000 times. Okay. Mm, yeah. So all general users from 1,000 to 60,000. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. For a user account, so something like a Hari user account. Hari user account, primary group is mandatory. So primary group is mandatory. If you not assigned to any group, user himself behaves as a group. Something like you created as a Hari user. Hari user Hari user behaves as a group. If you are not assigned to any group. For example, DevOps, Linux, or something like Azure DevOps, AWS, if you are not assigned to any primary group, that user himself behaves as a group. So how we can create the group? Group add to create a system group. So group add is the command to create a system group. For a user, it may be a primary or a secondary group. For a user, it may be a primary or a secondary group. And all groups information will be available on /etc groups /etc groups. All the groups information will be available on /etc group. So what is the command? Group add group name. For example, group add something like a HR or something like an Nagios or a DevOps. So user add -g GID. You can, if you want to add a specific GID. So if you are not adding any specific GID, it automatically take the default one. So if you want to add a specific GID, something like I want to add a specific GID, something like uh, so uh, uh, 10,000 or something like a 1010. So I want to add a specific group ID. You mention -g GID. So group add HR, group add -g 10,000 nagios. 10,000 nagios. Here, so you are adding a group ID. Here, so HR will take the a default group. Default group. So where the information will be available, /etc group. Group is the file. So in the group file, all the group information will be available under the /etc group. /etc group. So in the fields in the /etc group name. So what is the group name? DevOps, GID something like a 10,000 GIC. Group name is Nagios. So GID is 10,000. So X is nothing but a password. Secondary group members. Secondary group members. So how to create a user? How to create a user? So to create a user account, to create a user account. So user add, username, user add Hari, user add Ramakrishna, user add Anand, user add Paul, user add Pride, user add Jason. So whatever it may be. So user add username, the syntax is. So options, we have a options, something like FNU. So you want, if you are not giving any specific UID, it will take the default. So if you want to give a specific UID by using -u command, -u UID. So you want to specify a user to a primary group, hyphen small g, secondary group is hyphen capital G. So the hyphen D is nothing but a home directory, hyphen C is nothing but a comment, hyphen S is equal to shell, hyphen is equal to shell. Whenever you create a user, the user details are going to store under. So whenever you create a user, the user details are going to store under /etc password. So what is the file? So /etc passwd is the file. All the group, all the user information will be will be stored under the /etc password. So database file. Users passwords are going to store under a /etc shadow database file. The user's information will be available under /etc passwd. The password information will be available under the /etc shadow. These are the two database files. These are the two files. So where is the group information will be available? /etc group. The password information, I already told you, right, guys? The configuration files, all the configuration files, all the files will be configuration files will be available under /etc directory. /etc directory contains all the configuration files. Understood? Whenever you create a user, the user details are going to store under /etc passwd. So the database files and the database file and the user's password are going to store under /etc shadow database file. So shell. So what is a shell? So is used to interact with the system. What is a shell? Is used to interact with the system. To know how many shells are available in the /etc cell, something there will be a bin bash is the default shell for the all the Linux Unix. So yes, bin no login. So what are the shell? So bin bash. Bash is nothing but a born again shell. So has been no login. Has been no login means there is a special cell which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all the service user accounts are assigned with the no login shells. So all the service user accounts will be a no login shells. How you can check it? Grep no login /etc password. We will show the what are the no login shells. So echo $shell. You know which shell you are working on. Which shell you are working on. I will show you guys. So this is the hardware. In the hardware, we installing the kernel. In the kernel, so it will open the shell. It will open the shell prompt. Something like you open a putty, right? A putty gives a secure shell. You open a shell. In the shell prompt, in the bash shell prompt, what is the shell prompt? Bash shell prompt. In the bash shell prompt, you are working something like you are working on the user add, grep, cd, va, mkdir, everything will be under that. So will be under shell prompt. Under shell prompt, you are working under shell prompt. Shell is nothing but in Linux. All the Linuxes is the default shell is bash. Bin bash is the default shell for all the Linux Unix. Sbin no login is a special shell which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all the service user accounts are assigned with no login shells. No login shells. So how to assign a pass? How to create a user? How to create a user by using the user add command? How to assign a password? How to assign the password for the user? So passwd is the command. So to assign a password for the user account, passwd is the command. What is the command, guys? Passwd username. So passwd options username. So hyphen options hyphen L is nothing but lock the password. Hyphen U is nothing but unlock the password. Hyphen D is nothing but delete the password, passwordless login. So hyphen S is nothing but capital S is nothing but a status. Something like here you see user add user one. So I'm creating a user one. User add hyphen U. So I'm specifying the UID. How you can specify UID? By using hyphen U. So hyphen UID username. So user add hyphen G hyphen small g is nothing but a primary group. You are assigning this to primary group. User 3 is related to HR primary group. So user add hyphen capital G is nothing but a secondary group, HR user 4. So user 4, secondary group is HR. User 3, primary group is HR. Something like user add hyphen G HR. Primary group is HR. Secondary group is finance. So who is user 5? So user 5, secondary group is finance. So he is related to finance group and he is related to HR group. So whatever the permissions are there in the HR group, user 5 will be having the same permissions. So whatever the permissions are there in the finance, user 5 will get finance permissions also. So yes, user add hyphen yes bin no login. Has been no login is nothing but a so we cannot interact. We cannot interact with the server. So user add hyphen C is nothing but a comment. FTP user hyphen S is nothing but a has been no login user 7. User 7 unable to login. User 6 also unable to login because of has been no login. So what is has been no login? Has been no login is a special cell which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all service user accounts are assigned with the no login shells. So fields in the slash etc password. The user information will be available under the slash etc password. So what are those? So we have a seven attributes, something like instructor, then password, then UID, GID, then home directory. So this is nothing but a home directory. So 5 is nothing but a user ID info. Here user ID info. 6 is nothing but a home directory. 7 is nothing but a shell prompt. So which shell prompt you are giving bin bash? Here which shell prompt has been no like there is no shell prompt. Right. So what is the one user? So it is used when user logs password is a X character indicates that encrypted password is stored in the slash etc shadow file. So UID user ID, JID group ID, user ID info, 6 is home directory, 7 is shell. So fields in the shadow. So shadow having instructor and password. So UID, something like that. So what is the username? It is user login name. Password equal to it is encrypted password. So last password change. Something like last password change. Third is last password change. And fourth one is minimum. The minimum number of days required between the password changes. The maximum number of days password is a valid. So warning the number of days before password to expire that user is warned. So inactive. So after number of days the password expires that account is disabled. Expire days since Jan 1970 that account is disabled. An absolute date and specifying when the login may no longer be used. So user add is nothing but to add the user. Something like we so we added something like we have a issue with the user. So I want to modify the user. How you can modify it? By using the user mod command. What is the command? User mod to modify the user account properties without deleting the user account. So user mod options you name the same way user ID primary, secondary, shell, comment, directory, login name. So add a user to a multiple secondary groups, user mod hyphen G group hyphen A user. So to remove a user from the secondary group, G pass WD hyphen D username group name. The user del. So user add is nothing but to create a ad. User modify is nothing but to modify the user account. User del is nothing but to delete the user account. So user del options username. Options hyphen R recursively delete everything. Hyphen F delete forcefully ever if the account is logged in. Ever if the account is logged in. User del user one. It removes the user account but it won't delete the his data. Because of whenever we create the normal user's home directory will create under the slash home slash home slash home something like Hari. or something like a user1. So if you use the hyphen only user.del user1, it removes the user account. So it removes the user account in the /etc passwd file. It will not remove the data. Data is nothing but a directory is created while creating the user. So the directory is not deleted. So when it will be deleted? So when it will be deleted, user.del hyphen rf recursively and delete forcefully. So user1 or hurry. So it removes everything related to user. So we want to delete everything. We want to delete home directory. We want to delete user. Everything will delete by using user del hyphen rf user1. So the default user administration options are available in /etc login.f /etc defaults user add. So when we are creating a user account, /etc password is the user's DB file, /etc shadow is the user password file, /etc group is the group information we're going to update. So home directory create as a /home username. So ID username, which this you will get user along with the group's information. So finger username, it gives the user information. Yeah. Here you change here you use the password expert, minimum number of maximum number of inactive expert. How we can change that one? The command is change as command, change user password expiry information. The change command changes the number of days between the password changes and the date of the last password change. This information is used by the system to determine when a user must change his or password. So change options username. -D is nothing but a set the date of last password change. -capital is set the account expiration date. -E is nothing but a set password inactive after expiration. -L shows account and again gaining information, aging information. -Small m set the minimum number of days before password change. Capital M set maximum number of days before password change. So W set expiration warning days. FNW is nothing but a set expiration warning days. For example, chase-L, something like a Tom. So it shows the password aging information for the user Tom. Chase-M3. So small m is nothing but a minimum number of days. Maximum number of days is equal to 16. Warning is nothing but a capital W. So inactive 5 days after 5 days. So minimum days 3 days, maximum days 6 days, warning 5 days, inactive 5 days of the user term. Chase-D 0 term to prompt user to change the password at first login. So if you want to change the password after immediate login, so what is the command? Chase-D at 0 term. 0 is nothing but a days. So after password, so we need to set the password after first login. So this is the user's information. So this is the user information. So now you can share your screen. Power. Home, you can share your screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, where is the information will be available? The password information, the user information. The user information will be available under the /etc passwd file. The same information. So where the information will be available, guys? 1 second. Question mark count. Yes. Please give the please accept. Yeah.
At the password, I think.
Sorry.
/etc.
Yes.
/etc password, right?
Yeah. Cat. How to read the file, guys? Cat /etc passwd, not a password. Passwd. So the information will be the user's information will be available under the /etc password. So what are the users? Root is the user. So this is the UID. This is the GUID. So because of root is not assigned to any primary group. If it is not assigned to any primary group, himself behaves as a primary group, right? So this is the home directory. So what is that? The first one is, So the first one is instructor. Who is the instructor? Who is the user? So user is, so first is the something like a username. It is used when you user login as user login as. The second one is X is nothing but a password. An X character indicates that encrypted password is stored in /etc shadow file. This password is stored in, this password information will be stored in /etc shadow file. The next one is, third one is UID. User ID is 0, group ID is 0. Then this is the uh, user ID info. Fifth one is user ID info. So sixth one is /4/root. /root is the home directory for the root user. So bin bash. So the next one is the shell prompt. Which shell prompt is bin bash. If a user having the bin bash, so he is able to access because of bin bash. Bash is nothing but a bourne again shell. If your root user is having bash, so then only we are able to log into the server. So if root having has been no login, we cannot log into this server. We cannot log into the shell prompt. We cannot log into the shell because of has been no login. Has been no login is a special shell which gives no interaction with the system. Generally, all service user accounts are assigned to with the no login shells. Service accounts is nothing but a to 0 to 999. Something like a bin is the, so bin is the service account. So bin is service account. Bin is having the has been no login. So daemon is the service account. Daemon having the has been no login. So daemon unable to access. Something like a shutdown. Shutdown has been shut down. A halt. So whatever there has been no logins, something like operator, games, FTP user. So FTP also something like so what are the GIDs below 999 only, below 999, below 999 all the users are system related users. These users having has been no login, has been no login. So here there is no hurry account in trying to create. So this is the user information will be available under the /etc password. So where the password information will be available, the password information will be available under the cat/etc shadow. What is the command, guys? Shadow. Shadow is the a password information file. Something like root. So this is the password. This is the password information. Then minimum number of days, maximum number of days, warning. These are the fields. These are the fields, guys. These are the, so only a root having the password. Only root having the password. You see. So there is no password for other users. There is no password for other users. Other users. Have understood? So group information will be available under the /etc. Guys, tell me what is the group information will be available under the /etc group. So these are the groups. These are the groups, guys. Postdrop, postfix, crony. So DB bus, system D, enough users, nobody, audio, lock, FTP. These all are the groups.
Excuse me, when you type /etc, I don't see when you type it. I want to know whether you're just pressing or something is blocking it up there.
/etc group.
Is anyone seeing it? Well, from here, something, this mute start video participant is blocking it. Can you remove it?
Or maybe you can log in and log out again. You can log out and log in.
No, it's not about logging. I'm seeing the whole thing, but I can't see when he's typing it. Maybe I will see it after the whole thing. Maybe because of sharing the screen or whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So this is the group information. Please wait. Okay. So these are the, so how you can add the group by using the group add. Group add group name, something like DevOps. So if you want to add a specific GID to a specific group hyphen G, something like a 1010, so 2, so Linux. So here we are not provided any GID, but here we provided the GID. Let's check is this DevOps and Linux groups are created or not. /etc group /etc group, the group information. You see DevOps Linux. So we created a DevOps Linux groups. Starting I already told you, right? All users UID GUID starts from 1000 by default. So 0 to 999, all the system related groups, After 1000 onwards, so you see. So he created a root to 1980. So this is the first user he created. This is the user the UID is 1000. So then you create a DevOps is the second user. So second group it is a 1001. So Linux you want to specify it specified a GID 10 something like 1010. So 1010. So if you are specifying any GID, so it will show in. If you are not specifying, it will take the default one. It will take the default one. I understood. So then user add. How you can create a user account? User add. So user add. Something like I'm creating a user one or Hari. Something like I'm creating a Hari account. User is created. Hari user is created. So the user information will be available under. So which file the user information will be available, guys? The user information will be available in which database file? Which file? Guys, tell me. Cat /etc pass wd. So the user's information will be available under the /etc passwd. Yeah, Hari is created. The Hari account user group is 1001. So UID is something like GID is 1011. Home Hari. So Binbash. So what is 1011? Something like if you are not specifying any group, the if you are not specifying any primary group, so so user himself is created as a group. So Hari user is not specifying any group. That's the reason Hari user himself behaves as a group. That's the reason. So group created. If you are not specifying any group to a new user, so himself behaves as a group. So that's the reason Hari group also created. So if you are specifying to any group, it will add. So I will show you guys. I will show you. Yeah, the normal user created. So normal users information will be available under /etc. User information will be available under the /password /wd. The password information will be available under the /etc shadow /etc shadow. So here I'm creating something like I'm creating other user add. So something like -u 1010. So -u 1010, something like a pow or pride. Yeah. So I created a user pride. So with UID is 1000. So if you are specifying any primary group, something like I'm specifying a primary group, hyphen small g to DevOps, hyphen capital G to something like I'm created a pride user. So I'm specifying specified the user UID, user add, not a pride, something like Anand user. I'm assigning assigning cap small g DevOps. So user add -g DevOps capital G Linux to Ramakrishna. Yeah. So here I'm specifying a primary group and secondary group to A and Ramakrishna. So let's check the information /etc passwd. Yeah, pride created. So pride created with whatever you give the UID, it gives so Anand created. So this is taken as a default one. So Ramakrishna created with the default one. So you see, so this is related to DevOps group. So this is related to DevOps groups. And what is the home directory for the Ramakrishna /home? Home directory is created. So it is a bin bash. It is a bin bash. So something like how you can modify the user account. So how you can modify the user account. What is the command? User mod. What is the command? User mod command. So user mod hyphen u 2020 small g DevOps capital G Linux. So what is the user? Her user. I'm modifying the her user. Yeah. So before it is 101 the UID. Now I change it to 2020. So how you can see /etc possibility. Yeah. Hari users UID is 2020. So it's related to DevOps group. So home, what is the home directory /home? So what is having? Bin bash having. So he is able to access. So how you can delete the user? User del. User del, something like Ramakrishna. So if you are not providing hyphen or recursively and forcefully, so whenever you create the user, the home directory will be creating, right? /home under Ramakrishna. So if you are deleting through if you are deleting through this command user del Ramakrishna, yeah. So user del Ramakrishna is deleted. Let's check it in the /etc passwd in pipe grep. I'm checking the Ramakrishna is available or not. Yeah, there is no Ramakrishna. So user is deleted. User is deleted. Let's check. There is no Ramakrishna. Let's check if his home directory is deleted or not. CD home. Let's check. Yeah, Ramakrishna directory is not deleted. So you need to delete it. RM RF Ramakrishna. Now there is no, right? So I want to delete a Anand account. So with the home directory also. So what is the command, guys? User del user del user del user del Anand user del Anand. So what is the option we want to give? We want to give the option -rf. So -rf is nothing recursively and forcefully. Yeah, user deleted. User deleted. cd/home. Yes. Is Anand is there? There is no Anand. Before Anand is there. So if you use the -rf, it will remove everything. It will remove everything related to a user. It will remove everything related to user. Let's check it in the /etc passwd. Yeah. So Anand is deleted. Anand user deleted in the database file. Anand the directory, whatever the information will be available is related to Anand, it will delete by using the rf command. rf command. So this is user add, user mod, and user del. Next, password. How to set the password? How to set the password for the user? Something like what is the command? Passwd. Passwd. Hurry. So what is the password I'm giving? Red hat. Red hat. Red hat. Red hat. Yeah. So I created a user and I set the password. Let's try to log in. Login as a Hari. What is the user account? Hari. Password is Red hat. Yes. So logged in, right? Logged in with the username and password. So I want to change the password. How to change it? By using the passwd command. Passwd Hari. So what is the password before Red Hat? I'm changing it to CentOS. 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 Okay. So if you want to change the root password, you can change the root password by using passwd root. So we can change the password here also. You can change the password here also. So this is the password. This is the password. So password. Yeah. Next, chase command. This is the chase command. Something like chase -l -l array -l array. So the last password change is October 3rd, 23rd. So password expire never, password inactive never, account expire never. So number of 0. So number of maximum password change. So number of warnings expire. So I want to change the age of this file. Chase -small m 3 capital M when maximum is 60 days. So then warning is 5 days. Here 7 days. Warning is 5 days. Then inactive equal to 7 days or 5 days. You can give it 6 days for array user. Now let's check it the chase icon. You see, so before it is never, what I set it as I set as a so values. Set as a values. Maximum number of days 60 days. Minimum number of days 3 days. Warning 5 days. So expiration so something like so when the password expires December 22nd, 2023. So password inactive after 5 days, something like December 28th, 2023. So this is the this is the modification about the password. So password also we can modify by using the chase command. Password information also change that. Something like I want to -d 0 array. I want to set the after first line. After first line. Something like I want to duplicate session free CentOS, right? Yeah. You see? So after first login, when your password has been expired because of you set as a 0, you must change your password now and log in again. So the current password is CentOS. New password is red hat, red hat, red hat. Okay, duplicate one, to red hat. No. Yeah, change it this one. Change it to red hat. So you guys are understood about the user administration, right, guys? You guys can practice this. So use group add user del, user add, user mod, user del. In password also we can change it by using the chase account. Chase. Guys, now you understood the user administration?
Yes, yes.
Guys?
Yeah, Harry, but it need a lot of practice.
Yes, we need a lot of practice. Yeah. I will share this
Yeah.
document in the drive. You guys can go through it and watch this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I can stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys are understood, right? So I'm sharing this into
Mm.
the drive. You guys can watch this October, Friday, October batch. Yes, I'm attaching this file. Downloads, user admin. Yeah, guys, I have uploaded this to the drive. You guys can download it and practice it. Yeah. So, guys, one second.